Ephesians chapter 2 and Proverbs chapter 1. In Ephesians chapter 2, I memorized Ephesians chapter 2 20, 30 years ago, and verse 10 was sweet to me then, but every year that I've gotten older, verse 10 has gotten more precious and more tender and more unique to me. Verse 10 says, "For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." As I've studied the Bible for decades, I've come to see that so many people, whether it was David or Moses or Daniel or Paul, they didn't really figure out all that God intended for them till they were in their 50s or 60s or later. And being now in my 60s, I've come to see almost every year unique aspects of my soul that God was working, that many times I saw dead ends in my 20s, 30s, and 40s, that God was simply rerouting and working for a different direction, and now it fits together better. And I've heard many other people the same way, that when we're patient, we come to see that God had it all planned out in advance. And so this is important. The older I get, the more rested I get, that God has his path for me, and all I've got to do is be obedient day by day, and has his works, his good works, which God prepared in advance for me to do. That is so sweet. That is so restful. I don't have to know everything that's going to go on 5 years from now. I don't have to know what's going to go on tomorrow. I just have to today love Jesus, follow him, hear and obey, pray and obey, as Dr. Cho always says, and let him lead me in the path he already has planned for me. Let's go over to Proverbs chapter 1, and the very last verse in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23, in the New International Version, which is the one I usually read to you, says, "But whoever listens to me will live in safety." And the last part of the verse I want to zero in on says, "And be at ease without fear of harm." Now, the King James Version says it in a very sweet way. It says, "And shall be quiet from fear of evil." And I love that word quiet. I looked it up in the Hebrew, and in the Hebrew that word means to be tranquil or to be calm. And I just wrote down here that tranquil and calm and quiet is the opposite of fear. And that verse just makes me so aware how loud fear is inside of us. And how when we walk in the wisdom of God, it's not just that we're not afraid, but we're actually quiet and tranquil and calm on the inside. Wow, that's sweet. May the Lord fill you today with a calm, quiet, tranquil peace that can only come from Jesus Christ and walking in his wisdom. Have an awesome day today. God bless you.